Hello fellow Rosarians, thank you for joining me. We are going to do an unboxing from one of my favorite vendors, High Country Roses. If you've ever reached out and spoken with Matt, you know how likable he is and how much he enjoys talking about roses. We are also really fortunate to have Matt as a supporter of Rose Geeks, and he offers us a 15% discount when you order from his site. Matt's a small business and he is cranking out so many roses from his site. He has over 600 roses. You may have seen during the holidays he had a promotion for gift certificates that if you bought a gift certificate, he would give you a 15% bonus on top of that. So I was calculating for this order that I have here, how much of a gift certificate did I need to buy for myself to get the 15%, using that Rose Geek discount just to save as much money as possible. His ordering opened up in January, and when those orders opened up, not every rose was available. I would say, I'm not sure if I ever got the number percentage from him, but half of the site will say was available. The other half needed a little bit more time to grow, and they should be opening now. So be watching his site, because I'm sure that those are going to be populating soon, and make sure that you sign up for the wish list, or notify me as soon as it's back in stock, because that's going to be coming up here soon. So let's see, the guarantee is 1 year. Matt is very responsive. I can usually reach him on Facebook Marketplace, a phone call, an email, but if you're trying to reach him now during his busy time, there may be a little bit of a delay, and so we just want to be patient with him. What am I expecting in this order? I'm expecting 15 roses. So let's go ahead and get into the box before we start talking about prices. So the box has an air hole here and another one on the other side, and an arrow this side up. So fortunately, I've seen pictures from you guys where your delivery person totally disregards the arrow, but in this case, they kept mine upright, which is great. So with a potted rose, what are you looking for? You're looking to make sure that you got the size that you ordered. In this case, this is going to be the 4x4 pot. You're also making sure that the soil stayed moist. Typically, they're going to put a bag around the pot and the soil itself. You're looking to make sure that there's no pest on the plant, and typically they have leaves, so we're looking to make sure that all of the leaves are green and the canes are green. In the event that they have black spots, because sometimes there's so much humidity in the box, they will leave from the nursery black spot free, but by the time they get to your house they have black spot. Don't even give it another thought. If it does have black spot, go ahead and pull off those leaves and defoliate it, and it'll flush back for you in a couple of days. All right. Oh, I see some buds in here. All right, so this is how it looks in here. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Let me put this down. Okay, now that I've taken all of the cardboard out, let me show you how these are tucked in here. See that? So it looks like they've got them all taped up together really nice for me. So if you're new to roses, I try to share with you guys what to expect, not only with the shipment, but with how long it's going to take to grow in your yard. Because a lot of times you'll look at pictures of a 3-year-old rose in a magazine and you'll say, I want that. And you just don't realize that it takes 3 years to get to that size. So let's take them out one by one and look at them really quick. So they're not enclosed in plastic, but I think that this solution works also to keep not only the soil in, but moisture. So let's go ahead and open it and give them a feel and see if they're moist. They have the slightest bit of moisture in them, but they look good. The leaves are not wilting in here. This one is called Mary Marshall, and Mary Marshall is a Ralph Moore rose and a miniature, and it grows to a height of 1 to 2 feet. And I've got little blooms here already at the top. And if you're new to High Country, these are own root roses. Enfant de France, and it's going to grow to a height of 4 to 6 feet, a width of 3 to 4 feet, a light pink, and it has a strong fragrance with a repeat bloom, and it's hardy to zone 5. Okay, this one is Pink Sunblaze, and Pink Sunblaze is another miniature. It's going to grow 1 to 2 foot tall and 1 to 2 foot wide, and it's going to be pink. And my hope for the miniatures that I'm getting this year is that they will be in the front of the border, kind of like you would do a companion plant. Perennial, salvia, nepeta, but I'll be putting them in the front for some added color, and that's kind of what we do as rosarians. As we run out of space, we say, I can start adding miniatures now, the front, and then I'll start doing climbers to get height on the back, and then some standards too. So if you're not buying miniatures now, as your collection grows, in all likelihood you will. Okay, this one is Daybreaker, and this is a Friar Floribunda with 4-inch blooms and a strong tea scent. It's going to grow 3 foot tall by 3 foot wide. So I've got a bud here. It's kind of hard to see there, isn't it? Okay. Oh, I have to practice my pronunciation. Guilaine de Filagande. Filagande. Guilaine de Filagande. I hope I said that right. The height is 8 to 10 foot, and it's going to have a width of 6 foot. It's going to have a double bloom, and the color is light yellow. And I want to say the first time I saw this, I could be wrong, but Jason from Fraser Valley showed this rose, and I thought, I need that one. It's so beautiful. Okay, this little tiny baby, look at her. She's all of 4 inches tall in this pot. This is Honorine de Brabant, and she's going to ultimately end up being 4 to 6 foot tall, 4 to 6 foot wide, and be a pink blend color, and she has a strong fragrance. Okay, this one is Millie Walters, and this is another miniature rose. It's going to be 2 to 3 foot high and 1 to 2 foot wide, and this one has an orange color. So I have an apricot bed here by the sunroom, and I'm thinking that I want to try that in there. This one is Buff Beauty, and I'm sure you've seen pictures of Buff Beauty. She is going to be 4 to 6 foot tall and wide, and she has apricot blooms. It's a hybrid musk. Okay, this one is Queen Nefertiti. Queen Nefertiti is a David Austin rose, and this is an out-of-patent rose. This is a little bit harder to find. It's from 1988, old-fashioned, fully double blooms in shades of apricot to pink, and it repeat blooms. The height and width are going to be 4 foot tall. Okay, this is Paul Ricault, and it's a centifolia from 1845. It's full with fragrant medium pink blooms, and it's going to have a height and spread of 6 foot, so you're going to want to give this one some room. Okay, this is Crested Moss. I want to put a picture up here for you. Look at how the fuzzy buds and thorns look. It's just really fun to look at. I find moss roses just fascinating. It's from 1827, and it's a medium pink with a height and width of 4 to 6 feet. The sun's coming out, so I might have just gotten really bright. Madame Pierre Auger, and it's a bourbon, and it's going to grow 4 to 6 foot tall and wide, and the color is light pink, and it has a moderate fragrance. Okay, I've got another little baby in here. This little baby is all of 3 inches in size, and this one is Margot Coaster. It is a polyantha, and it's from 1931, pale coral to deep salmon blooms. It's a compact shrub. It's only going to be 2 foot tall by 2 foot wide. So this will be in the front of the border again. You could also use that in a planter. That would be a really pretty, and if you do a lot of planters, you could have this in the front of your planters, your other larger planters that are maybe 3 to 4 foot, so that they're not competing. Okay, this one is Pearly May. And Pearly May is a grandiflora. It's a buck rose, so it's going to be really great for people in colder climates, in some of those lower zones. Large apricot blooms in clusters. It repeats and it reaches 5 foot tall and 3 foot wide. Okay, the rest of my order came in a second small box. Wow, that sun. Uh-oh. I've got these dreaded popcorn. My husband's getting ready to go run after them when the wind takes them. Thank you. Okay, 2 more. Okay, this is Life's Little Pleasures, and it's going to be 2 to 3 foot tall, 1 to 2 foot wide. So when you have a 1 to 2 foot wide rose, you can really tuck that into a smaller space. This is going to be mauve in color, and it has a moderate fragrance. But here's another pretty miniature. Last one. Okay, this is Joanne's Pink Perpetual, and it is 4 to 6 foot tall, 3 to 4 foot wide, a deep pink, and has a great repeat. You guys, I think that these look so nice. So let's talk about the pricing really quick. So for High Country roses, the average price for a 1 quart is going to be $20. For all of our vendors, we're saying if I buy 5 roses from this vendor, how much is it going to cost? So that allows us to take into account any discounts that are available. And in the event that one of these roses is available from High Country and it's also available from another vendor, you can do a price comparison for size, quality, warranty, and price and decide who you want to buy from. In this case, if I buy 5 roses from High Country, it's going to be $100. The shipping for me for 5 roses is $27. Keep in mind, you've got the discounts through American Rose Society or Rose Geeks, and that will give you another 15% off. So the total is $127. You've got a 1-year guarantee. So when we look at that whole rack and stack now, High Country is the most cost-effective vendor that you can buy a potted rose from. I really hope that you'll consider ordering from Matt, and with that, in true fashion of being a giver, Matt is offering a giveaway. So if you would put a comment underneath this video of which rose from the High Country site that you're interested in. I'll put the details here of the date and the time, and I will pull a name and put the winner in the community tab. Be watching for that, because sometimes I put a notice in the community tab for a winner and you guys don't respond. So the prize goes unclaimed. So anyways, I hope that you'll consider ordering from High Country. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I'm going to be doing a couple more unboxings for potted roses, and that's just to get us through until I share my tours with you this season of the garden. So thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one.